We'll see how long this one lasts.
All right. So that one's on there. We're ready?
Yeah.
All right. So let's see if this one goes. All right. Whenever you're ready, you just want to pick up where you left off? Because I don't know where you were as far as when this died, the YouTube, but I know.
Well, we have it on here, so.
Okay. There you go.
So MLW's out of the way. NXT, Great American Bash. They haven't announced this as being a 2-week thing, so far this is only 1 week.
All right.
This is loaded, man.
Yeah?
Adam Cole,
Baby.
Kyle O'Reilly, 2.
Yes.
Number.
9.
What's keeping ya?
Maybe it's not. I don't know what's keeping me, to be honest. Maybe it's that I haven't been watching the weekly product, right? Or I'm just like not paying attention. Or maybe it's that I'm gonna have a lower expectation than what I think it could be. That way, I'm overwhelmed instead of underwhelmed, or sufficiently whelmed. I don't know.
I'm at an 8.
What's
I
keeping
wish I
you?
could be higher. The last match left a pretty bad taste in my mouth.
Okay.
Because it dragged too long. It was 48 minutes or something like that. And the first match in the rivalry was a no-holds-barred pinball fest where they're bouncing all over the entire fucking building. I just regular wrestling match, I hopefully that it narrows it down. But NXT has had its own issues lately of like, every match somebody has to fall on the ramp. Every match, somebody has to hit the plexiglass. Every match has to go outside. It's just like, God damn. I don't feel like I'm becoming jaded as a wrestling fan, but
you jaded? Oh,
yeah. But it's like it's a lot of the same shit in every match.
Yeah.
So I'm at an 8. I wish it could be higher, but maybe I'm on the same boat as you are. That maybe I'm lowering the grade a little bit so that I'll be overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm.
So. I got Cole winning this, actually.
Who won the first one?
O'Reilly.
Sure, Cole.
Yeah. MSK against Old Man Champa and Toothless Timmy for the tag titles.
I think I'm rating this higher than what I should as far as my anticipation level. I'm going to go with an 8. Yeah. Because I just love me some Champa. And again, I think this is an optimistic 8. I'm being overly generous with this one because while I do like Toothless Timmy and I like to see them two together, I don't want them to be a thing because I want to see Champa and Toothless Timmy do their own thing as singles wrestlers, and I'll be a little disappointed if they actually win because that means that they're going to have a tag run, and I don't want them to have a tag run, and I also don't want MSK to lose, so I think MSK is winning, so I have a lot of problems with the outcomes, the possible outcomes of this match, but I think the match is going to be good, and I want to see it, and I'm interested, so I'm putting it higher than what I should be. I think I should be putting this at like a 6, but just on paper, I think the match is going to be pretty. So I'm putting it at an 8.
The Styles Clash is interesting. The two guys in MSK that bounce around and the two guys in Thatcher and Champa that are catch can, brawl, fist in your mouth type of teams.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. I'm at a 7, though. And part of it is because I'm surprised at the lack of pop MSK's been getting lately. Like, they just showed up and they already won the tag titles and they're already in the finals of the fucking the Dusty Cup and all that. I was like, all right, I guess.
I think what they have working against them is that they were really good and really over in Impact, but I don't know if there's actually that strong of a crossover on that Venn diagram between Impact fans and NXT fans. Like there's some in that Venn diagram, but it's not enough.
They want Arnold, and he's not an Impact fan at all.
Yes, you're right, but I don't think that that's the rule. I think that's the exception. The other thing that's working against them is the people that do like MSK from Impact. Again, I think they wound up not getting the best guy of the Rascals. The best guy of the Rascals is still Trey, and he's still over there. You know, they got the aight one and the ugly one. Which one's the ugly one?
Who's winning?
I hope it's MSK because I don't want to see them lose the titles, and I don't want to see Champa and Timmy have a run as tag titles. I want them to split off and go back doing their singles thing. So it should be MSK.
Vince is itching for new talent on the roster. He let go of a bunch of motherfuckers in the last couple of weeks. Is it possible that MSK could fit in either of the main rosters right now?
Maybe.
I mean, who's on SmackDown? Dirty Dogs, Mysterios, Street Profits. One of them's out.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Montez is out with the shoulder.
Montez is out, yeah.
Yeah.
Those Mysterios, did I already say them?
Yes, you did.
Gable and Otis. That's already been done.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that could breathe life into.
You could pair Nakamura and Boogs, maybe.
Boogs.
But who else? Who else is there? Oh, the New Day aren't. I mean, the Usos aren't teaming because they're
in the Roman shit.
Yeah. So yeah, and on Raw, who's on Raw? New Day. And they're split. They're not splitting up, but Kofi's going for a title.
Damn, who are the Raw Tag Champs right now? I don't even
question. I don't know either.
Somebody in the live chat help us out. Who the fuck are the Raw Tag Champs right now?
Speaking of which, The Way, Candice LeRae, Indy Hartwell against Shirai and Stark, a team no one had picked. Mm-hmm. Neither one of you. I had said all of them, but that doesn't count because that's a wash.
Yeah.
Where you at?
I don't really like Stark and being paired up with Shirai. That's taking Shirai down a notch. No, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. For this match, I'm at a 4.
Ouch.
Yeah, and I think most of that is because I just don't like the team of Shirai and Stark. Same thing with Shirai, as with Champa and Thatcher. I don't want Shirai to be. I don't want Shirai to be a tag wrestler, right? I want to see her singles. So yeah, her doing tag stuff. That's not my bag, man. So I don't really want to see her win. So that just gives me, not very many options when it comes to who to root for. I'm
at a 6.
Okay.
And most of that, oddly enough, is The Way. Mostly Hartwell.
AJ and Omos are the Raw Tag Champs.
No wonder nobody gives a shit. I'm digging whatever's going on with The Way, even though it doesn't. It's weird. It's not your typical blueprint of professional wrestling, but maybe that's why I like it. I don't know. But yeah, I could be honest. This is probably a match that I'll probably fast forward.
Okay.
If I get a chance to watch it.
Okay.
As a team, I don't think that Io and Zoe are the team to drop it to. So I've got The Way winning.
Okay.
How about you?
Yeah, The Way's winning this. I don't want Stark and Io to be a team, and I don't think that they're going to stay together. I think Champa and Thatcher have a bigger chance of winning because I think that they are less thrown together, but I don't know. Whatever.
The main event
already
to the moon.
Okay.
Rematch. L.A. Knight against Cameron Grimes.
Okay. All right.
Cameron wins. He gets the $1 million title.
Yeah.
If Eli Drake wins, Grimy becomes Virgil, the butler, for an inordinate amount of time. They didn't put a shot clock on this. It'll be for the immediate future.
Oh God.
number?
I am at an 11.
Oh, damn.
God damn. I want to see what happens here. And here's why. Again, our anticipation level is how well they built this and what's my fervor to watch the match. This being built was built great. I said that I wanted Cameron to win the ladder match, right? Mm. But you said, nah, let Cameron chase. Mm-hmm. I was like, well, you were right. I like the chase. I like the tease. It's cool. It's working. LA Knight has done a great fucking job on being the $1 million champ, turning on Ted DiBiase. It's been gold. Gold, Jerry, gold. It's been gold. So this match, I have the opposite problem as I did the other two matches. The other two matches, I think I know who's going to win. I know who I want to win. I don't want anybody else to actually, take the win. But I don't know who's actually going to win this. I honestly don't know. I hope that I have a good guess. I hope it's going to be Cameron because I don't necessarily want Cameron to be the Virgil Butler because I think the Virgil Butler could be cringy. But at the same time, that could totally happen. And I think it'll be okay if that totally happens because I think LA Knight and Cameron Grimes could have the comedic timing to not make it cringy and pull it off. So I don't know who's winning this, and I think I'm going to be entertained either way. I think the match itself is going to be entertaining. And the other thing too, I would also be surprised if Cameron won it because how many times has the $1 million title actually changed hands? Not very many.
Yeah,
like Virgil won it from $1 Million Man, and then fucking Stone Cold was christened with it, and then Ted DiBiase Jr. was christened with it. So I think there's only been one time that title has actually changed hands. So for somebody to win it and then weeks later lose it, that'd be a huge fucking shock. But I want that shock to happen, but I understand if it doesn't, and I think if it doesn't, it's still going to be entertaining. So holy shit, I'm at 11.
I've got $5 that says we're getting Virgil in this.
Yeah, you think so?
Virgil's actually going to be there.
Oh, like actual Virgil's
in
the show?
Actual Virgil's in the show. We got Ted already.
I mean, he's going to earn his fuck money.
Yeah. Don't worry, nothing. 10. I'm not sure if I can go that full 11, but 10's a 10. They have not done anything wrong in this storyline, and that's me saying it knowing that I've kind of guessed the right guesses so far.
Yeah.
To the point that I'm not guessing no more. I'm gonna just sit back with a beer and enjoy that shit.
All right.
So that I'm good either way.
Okay.
Because either outcome that happens, we're gonna get more.
Yeah.
And I want more of Grimy. I want more of Knight, and I want more of that belt.
See, Grimy has been here entering into this storyline, right? LA was here, even though I really fucking like Eli Drake from other stuff, but he was here. But I felt like they really elevated LA Knight with that swerve of him actually winning it, right? Yeah. That upset of him winning it.
And we're aware of how good Cameron Grimes was before Eli showed up.
True. Yeah. And with LA stabbing Teddy in the back, I think that now I see them both on the same footing. I see them both on the same footing. And that's really good considering how much time this has been. It's only been a couple of months. And now I'm all about LA Knight.
Right now, the title feud that I am looking forward to the most doesn't have the letters NXT on the belt at all. It's this one.
Yeah, it's $1 million belt.
Yeah. Overall, 4 matches so far. They might add something else. What is your overall view for possibly the only night this year of Great American Bash from NXT?
8.
I'm there too.
I could miss everything else except for that match, the LA Knight Cameron Grimes match.
The Hector Special. New Japan Summer Struggle. It's happening over 2 nights.
This guy.
Main event. Well, so far, they haven't announced a lot of matches yet because they're struggling again through a bunch of stuff. El Desperado against Taichi Ishimori for the junior heavyweight title.
Okay.
Taichi and Zack Sabre Jr. against Naito and Sonata for the tag titles. I think that's happening the second night.
Okay.
More matches are going to be announced. Have you made any effort whatsoever to watch anything New Japan after you found out that Takagi Shingo became the third New Japan World Heavyweight Champion?
No. And I'm sorry, but no. I'm not even making efforts to watch the American shit that I always supposed to watch. Even though it's on my telly, I wind up fucking not paying attention, looking at my phone, falling asleep, taking a nap while it's going on, going to the kitchen and cleaning up the kitchen or cooking dinner or something. Like, wrestling it's too much content, man. It's just too much. It's too much. And I wish that there was more hours of the day.
Can you be more specific? Because New Japan's content isn't really a lot.
I understand. But wrestling overall is too much.
Your diet
is
of
too
wrestling.
Much. Yeah, my diet of wrestling is too much. The
table's getting longer.
Yes.
And you're getting fuller just looking at it.
Yes. Yeah. I want the sushi, but I filled up in all the pizza and hot dogs and hamburgers. By the time I get to the small sushi part, it's good, but it's small on that buffet. By the time I get to that part, I ran out of room, brother. Ran out of room.
Is there an hour a week from anything in your wrestling diet that you can say in front of that audience that you're willing to cut for a month just to watch New Japan? An hour. It doesn't have to be New Japan Strong. It could be I could feed you the best of the best for that 1 hour or 45 minutes.
I'll see your hour and I'll give you 3.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Fucking Raw, dude. Mondays are.
So can I put that down? Is that a verbal contract that from here till we'll give it a test run? You got 2 weeks from here to Money in the Bank. This Monday coming up and next Monday coming up, you will sign in with my username and password, and you will digest at least an hour a week of New Japan.
No.
God damn it.
And here's why. Because it
doesn't matter why.
There's just a little problem of the fact that I'm not the only person that gets TV time in the house.
There's only one TV in the house?
There's 2.
The clip from Dynamite that I showed you today, how'd you watch it?
On your phone.
Which, here. Do you have a phone?
Yes, it's right here. Yeah.
Are you able to watch videos on your phone?
I can watch.
Yeah. So if somebody else has a TV, you
okay.
I get it.
I'm just saying on Mondays, Raw is playing on the TV.
Yeah. I'm just saying. You got 3 different rooms in the house?
There's other rooms. Yeah. There's other rooms. But, I'm
trying to get it out of here.
I want to be hanging out.
Somebody help me.
I need to be hanging
out.
Is there
either can you
people I live with?
Can they be outvoted? So if either one of your 2 roommates rolls the tide in your favor, by default for the next 2 weeks, house rules, fuck Raw. We're getting sushi on the diet.
I mean, I can try. I'm pretty sure they're watching right now. Maybe they're not. They haven't said anything. But yeah. Monday is my toughest day at work, right? So when I come home, I still have to cook dinner because there's 2 cooks in the house and the other cook can't cook on Mondays because they're working till 8. So I have to, after my hardest day of work, which is our Mondays, I got to go home. I got to cook. After I'm done, I just want to fucking sit down and just rest. Like I don't. And
so if you watch it, if you watch it in either of the beds, you're falling asleep.
Exactly. Whatever winds up on the TV, is Raw. Because the other person in the house puts on Raw. Right. So.
Porsche.
But if
1 hour,
if this is a challenge to watch that instead,
DVR Raw.
Okay.
1 hour of the best New Japan has to offer, and then when it's over, you can fast forward to the part Brennan is in. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then y'all go to bed. Whichever bed. 1 hour. I need that verification before we go off the air tonight, even if we got to stay awake for 4 hours.
No, fuck that. I'm going to sleep.
Here, now.
This bullshit is wrestling is making me fucking narcoleptic. Seriously. I came this close from taking a nap at work today.
Oh shit, it got so bad I called in yesterday. I don't want to get out. This fucking memory foam mattress got the best of me.
See,
and I napped during my lunch breaks too.
It's
been raining every day, and I just.
You want to know what my other problem is? I have been I have been partaking in the Japanese culture, but not with the Puru Wrestle. I started playing this game called Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Oh,
God damn, that game is good.
Yeah, I've heard.
You've heard?
Yeah,
that's a really fucking good game.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been staying up later than I probably should playing that game every night. So that's why I got these little bags in my eyes right now, because I'm obsessed with that fucking game. And I'm just waiting for wrestling to be over so I can play my game. But then that interferes.
I thought you were going to say Ghost of Tsushima because.
Well, I don't have a PlayStation. I have an Xbox, and that's PlayStation exclusive. I heard that game's really, really good.
Yep. Mm.
Yeah.
1 hour! Oh.
Mm-hmm.
AEW Dynamite.
Okay.
Road Rager. In Miami. Their first show back on the road since COVID.
Uh-huh.
Almost sold out.
Mm-hmm.
I think they've released extra seats twice for this event that's coming up.
Okay.
Andrade El Idolo against Matt somebody. Because how does a Mexican pronounce Matt Seidel's last name? Matt something. You missed the promo from Andrade. So that, again, you're like sheets to the wind.
I thought you were trying to make that joke.
No, he made it. He made it a whole lot better than I could.
Okay.
Matt Seidel, Andrade, number.
Slippery Seidel.
Yeah.
5. Maybe it's because I didn't watch the promo. Maybe it's because I haven't been paying attention. I love Andrade, but Seidel hasn't done really anything at AEW.
7, and mostly because I'm curious to see what the difference between Andrade in NXT and Andrade in AEW.
Okay.
Because Andrade on main roster don't count. They water you down till you taste the same like every other animal cracker. At least in NXT, he was the champ for a fucking reason.
Yeah.
And his English is getting better.
Yeah.
So I want to see what's when the Pritchard goes like, well, sometimes you just got to learn a new hold, fresh paint of coat, something that make you stand out again. What's Andrade bringing to the table that's going to stand him out from everyone that he's in the roster with and every other iteration of himself? I obviously have Andrade winning.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Given.
Matt Seidel is kind of jobber status in AEW.
Santana, Ortiz, and Jake Hager, 6-man tag against FTR and Wardlow. That's another good promo from Jake Hager you missed. From all 3 of them that you missed.
Oh, yeah?
Fuck it. Fuck Raw. You're watching last Wednesday's Dynamite. There's a lot of meat on that bone.
Okay. 7.
I'm also to 7.
Yeah. I don't know when I'm going to get completely burnt out on Pinnacle versus Inner Circle, and I'm not sure if it's this match, if it's Road Rager, but I might be getting close. Something's got to happen.
You're not supposed to get burned out. You didn't get burned out with NWO versus WCW. You didn't get burned out with DX versus Nation Domination. You're not. This is nothing. This is lightweight shit. You can handle this. Man up. We got winning.
There's a lot of fucking food at that buffet. There's a lot of food at that buffet.
You already said you ain't going to the other end of the table for that sushi, so you better man up with burger.
All right.
Put some extra patties on it.
I mean, there is Wardlow and fucking Hager in there, so that is beef. I don't know who's going to win this, to be honest. What is the score between all of them? Can you even keep score? I don't know.
1-1? If we're talking big matches, so now we're breaking it down to the macro. 2-1. MJF beat fucking Sammy.
Okay, so the Pinnacle will win this one.
Okay. Orange Cassidy and Chris Statlander against the Bunny and the Blade.
Oh.
Intergender.
Oh, interesting.
Numero.
I should be at like a 5 for this one, but on paper, just you telling me, I'll be generous to give it a 7.
I'm also at a 7. The Orange Bunny stuff has been going on for a while, long before they started putting this match together. Statlander makes anything better.
I love Chris Statlander.
Yeah.
Maybe, and I think it's just I love her character and I love her looks. I think she's in the ring. I think we've seen her do some little botches here and there.
I'm curious to see, and I don't want to say this in a negative way. I'm curious to see what actual charisma Statlander has. She's not known for a promo, and she's pretty mute as a character, other than. So what? Like, if somebody were to ask, what's a Chris Statlander?
She's an alien
from another planet,
right?
Okay, and then.
Yeah.
So
it's a little flat.
You need a little more.
It's a little one-dimensional.
It's one-dimensional. You need a couple more colors in that Rubik cube to get to. Yeah. And I'm not saying it's a complaint because I like her the way she is.
Yeah.
I want to fall for this woman. I want to be in love. I want to spend money to watch her wrestle. I want to spend money on her merch.
Yeah.
Give me something else.
Okay.
Give me more.
Yeah.
And for that opportunity, I've got the Bunny and the Blade winning this. The women are going to be involved in the pinfall. Cassidy's going to he's going to come out unscathed, which I don't mind. But more of this so that we could get some more layers out of Statlander. And even not to a lesser extent, but to the other side of the coin, Bunny's been there for a while. And what is a Bunny? Mm-hmm. We need to flesh some of these characters out.
Butcher's injured, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He should be back soon. Cody Rhodes against QT Marshall in a South Beach strap match.
Man, I don't know if I want to give this a fucking 9 or give it a 2.
Is QT the catalyst on this?
Maybe. Okay, you know what?
No.
Start
Cody. Are you tired of Cody?
No, but I tell you what I am tired of. I'm tired of other people being tired of Cody. You know?
I hear that a lot.
Arnold used to say this a lot. Arnold's from Houston. Do not mistake what I'm about to say. He is a Houston boy through and through. But he has said this before. It's not so much the Cowboys that he doesn't like. He doesn't like the Cowboys fans, right? Fucking Dallas Cowboys fans are fucking insufferable, right? So it's not so much the Cowboys. Okay, yeah, I can respect that. I can respect Zeke, right? They're good athletes, right? Mm-hmm. And, I'm from Houston, so fuck Dallas. But at the end of the day, what's more annoying than the Cowboys are the fucking fans. So I kind of like Cody Rose. I like the fucking balls that he had going with the Bucks and with Omega and making this new company. And you know what? Yeah, cool. I kind of halfway expected him and the Bucks and Omega to be the fucking top dogs. For the longest time. Bucks and Omega were not the top dogs, and that was a little bit of a criticism. When are we going to finally fucking get Omega? When are we going to get Omega? Omega needs to be world champion. Now he is. Now people are fucking complaining about him, right? But Cody's been the one that's like, okay, I'll be front and center. I'll win the TNT championship. I'll challenge for the AEW title. I'll be putting over main event talent, and I'll be in the main event. But I felt like he did it. He kept flirting with that line of being Jeff Jarrett and not being Jeff Jarrett. But I think people were being overly critical, fucking analyzing anytime they get a small sniff of maybe, that might be a little bit Jarrett. He's terrible. Okay, dude, it's his own fucking company. Of course he's going to put himself over at least once. Right?
Who doesn't in their own company? We've had this conversation.
Yeah. So it's okay, cool. Yeah, let him have his time. But no, dude, he's not Jarrett. So the people that are fucking hating and railing on him, I'm like, y'all need to calm the fuck down. It ain't as bad as y'all think it is.
Lawler, Gagne, Jarrett. It happens.
McMahon. He fought and beat God. He booked himself
He
to beat God.
He technically pinned Sean, but God has taken the L just as bad.
Well, the record books show.
Yeah, the record books show.
That was
one win for the devil.
Yes,
sold his soul to the devil.
So it's like, man, I'm not down with the Cody hate. And I kind of still like his in-ring style, and I dig him. I really do. So that's not the part, and I think it might be QT.
I am gonna follow your lead.
Okay, please.
I am already getting tired of people hating QT. I'm digging QT. I'm liking this. Oh yeah, your students are now my students, and I'm gonna turn them into fucking stormtroopers instead of Jedi. You know?
Okay.
And I think it's working because I want to see more Camarado. I want to see more fucking. I take it back. I want to see more Camarado, and I want to see more of the boxer guy. A go-go. Yeah. Solo.
You never gave me shit for that because that entire episode where I was like, who the fuck's Anthony Ogogo? Some white guy from Great Britain. He turns out not even being white, and you never gave me shit for that.
I wanted you to learn the hard way.
I did learn the hard way. I'm like, so where's this British white guy named Ogogo? That dude ain't white.
This
I feel so stupid.
You're used to it. I think for the placement on the card that this storyline is on, it's good.
Okay.
I could understand fans complaining if this was ending every fucking episode of Dynamite. It's nowhere near it.
Or opening every episode.
Yeah,
remember when Triple H would open every fucking Raw and every fucking SmackDown with a 20-minute promo?
Yeah.
That's not what's happening here. I mean,
Cody
gets his time.
We've had a dozen different people main event Dynamite in the past 4 weeks.
Yeah.
A dozen.
Yeah.
So where's all this fucking hatred of either Cody or QT coming from? They're not the main event. This is partly why Cody didn't want to be in the main event.
Yeah.
And hate it if you like. Cody did that open challenge, and we got a bunch of new guys. And Cody's now working with QT and more new guys. Cody was working with Haber when he showed up.
Yeah.
And he was new to that company. You know, why are y'all giving him shit? Y'all would be either complain if they're not putting new people over, or they complain because they're putting new people over. What the fuck? I've said it before and I'll say it again. The worst fans, the biggest critics of wrestling will always be fans of wrestling.
Yeah.
Casuals won't break any kind of a sweat.
Wrestling fans are really the worst. We are the worst.
And you got to keep that in context.
You are the worst.
Star Wars fans
are
worst. Fickle as fuck. They're racist. They're sexist. They're ugly. They're stupid. They stink. And somehow wrestling fans top that. How? I don't know. How do you think we stop doing this weekly?
I don't know. You might be giving Star Wars fans a little bit more credit. I don't know. Wrestling fans might be worse than Star Wars fans.
I know. Wrestling fans are a lot worse.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. As shitty as Star Wars fans are, we are worse.
Oh, that's what you meant by top them. I thought you meant they were better. Okay.
We still top
they're
them.
Worse. Yes.
Oh, I'm at a 9 for this.
What? A 9?
Mostly for the botches.
God damn. Wrestling fans are the worst.
But I'm not saying it with a smile. And to top it all off, I got Marshall winning this.
Okay.
Keep this going. You know what? This is the match that Marshall's going to put Cody on the shelf so he can be a dad.
Okay.
Congrats. Baby pictures are out there.
Yeah.
Cute little mixer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Marshall's winning this. They're going to put Cody on ice for a bit.
Okay.
The Young Bucks against Penta and Kingston for the tag titles.
6. That's mostly for the Bucks. I really don't dig Kingston, and I don't know why we're wasting Penta in a tag match and teaming him with Kingston. I think Kingston teaming with Penta, teaming with fucking Pac, teaming with Ambrose, Moxley, whatever you want to call him. Like, Why does this motherfucker need to be a tag team and be everybody's best friend when he's supposed to be hard as fuck? You know, like he's everybody's buddy now. Like dude, let's get him away from other people.
He's not everybody's buddy.
Oh, he seems like
he's only got 3 friends and tried to make it 4 with fucking Pac, and Pac was like, nah, motherfucker. You see? Overcritical wrestling fan right there. Right there. Wait. Overcritical wrestling fan right there. If you have any left to spare, Playboy.
Nice.
1 hour between the 2 of you girls can give him 1 hour of respite to watch some Japanese wrestling and maybe learn something to try on y'all later.
Hi, Aziz, AEZ, Az 903 says hi guys. New name I haven't seen in the chat before.
What's up?
What up? Thank you for joining us.
I'm at an 8. It's the Young Bucks. Again, go watch Dynamite. The Young Bucks, so Omega had the Lemmy shaved, but he mentioned a king in his segment, so I'm assuming he's trying to copy Triple H's look when he had the Lemmy.
Okay, yeah.
One of the Bucks had the Steiner goatee, and then the other Bucks had like the Hogan Fu Manchu. Oh my god.
So
oh my god. The troll meter is off the charts with the Young Bucks. I'm at an 8. The Bucks are winning still.
Yeah, the Bucks are winning. I still really, really like the Bucks. I do think that they are, if not the top one of the top tag teams in the world. So yeah, all the hate that people are giving the Bucks, because now all of a sudden people are hating the Bucks. They're hating Kenny and they're hating Cody. People have been hating Cody for a while, but I still feel like it's unwarranted. The hate that the Bucks and Kenny are getting, I'm like, y'all are supposed to hate them. They're fucking heels. They're playing you like fiddles, you dumbasses. So, and they're doing a really good job playing you like fiddles.
Yep,
you dumbasses. So, yeah, I think they're great as heels, and I love that they're getting booed so much. And you know what? I'll even boo them too. I'll get in my 4 or 5 little boos and hisses. Why not? I get my chuckles in. But I like it. I like what they're doing. I like their in-ring. I think their matches are pretty. I think that they have all kinds of flippy dippies that they could do, and I like the flippy dippies. I'm not ashamed to admit I like flippy dippies. Okay? I like flippy dippies. I can appreciate psychology. It's not that either you have flippy dippies or psychology. No, you can have both. Some matches have more than the other, but that doesn't mean that one is mutually
exclusive to the other.
Exclusive to success than the other. Right? So, fine. Y'all need to shut up. Y'all being played. Y'all being worked. Dumbasses.
Yep. People are going to buy tickets just to boo them.
Yeah.
That's part of the plan.
Sure.
It works.
It works.
Overall, this episode of Road Rager of Dynamite.
I want to see it. I'll grab that hot dog off of the buffet.
I'm at an 8.
Okay. I abandoned the 1 through 10, and now I'm just like, what would I eat off of this buffet?
MJF and Jericho are also going to square off face-to-face in the ring to discuss the stipulations for their impending match.
I'm sure that's
which I think is going to be for Fight for the Fallen.
It's going to be a very civil conversation.
Of course,
sure.
Yeah,
very civil.
Fast forward to next week because we're not recording next week.
Okay.
Fyter Fest Night 1.
Okay.
In Austin. Almost sold out. For the FTW title, the Machine, Brian Cage, defends against Absolute Ricky Starks.
Man, this is surprisingly they've taken their time with this.
Not necessarily by choice.
Why?
Because Starks was hurt for his neck. So he had to be on the shelf.
Okay.
But to that extent, there's still been really slow burning the whole FTR family stuff.
Yeah. So
FTW.
I kind of dig it. I dig it.
Number
7. 8. I want to see what Ricky could do in a very high profile match, and him versus Brian. I think this is going to be good.
The storyline so far has done a good job of making me care about 4 of the 5 people in that group. And I didn't even think it'd get that far. And the fact that we're getting the return of Ricky Starks, I am giving them an optimistic
10. Really?
The story's been slow burn. Yeah.
Okay.
Not for everything in Dynamite that's boom, 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 boom. This has been chill. It's been taking its time. It's feeding you droplets every week. You know, sometimes it's just those 30-second, 90-second promos backstage with Taz in the group. Mm-hmm. Sometimes that's all you need. You don't need to have them wrestle every week, all of them. You know, eventually the kid's gonna have to get some reps in. Hook, that's the one that I need a little more. Of him, but I'm not the biggest fan of Brian Cage being the guy becoming the first face out of this whole thing. But Ricky Starks is going to be able to carry that. And Taz has always been since Taz is only right now on the stick building these promos, and him being experienced at being on commentary, he's going to be the driving force to keep meat on the hook story wise, to keep me invested. So that's why I'm giving a lot, not a lot, but I'm giving a little bit of benefit of the doubt so far up to this point.
Yeah.
And a part of me just wants to see Ricky back, because when I'm seeing guys like Jungle Boy, MJF, and Sammy Guevara getting over as like the next generation, even though MJF's promo, again, you need to watch this last Dynamite. MJF sold that very well. Ricky Starks has been out in the shadows, even though we've seen enough of him to know that he's just as worthy of being one of those young pillars in that company for the next 5 or 6 years at least. I'm hoping he gets the shine here. You know what? Depending on what else they announce for this card, I'm hoping they main event this show.
Ooh, okay.
And I would expect AEW to do it because, like I said a few minutes ago, there's been at least a half dozen people or a dozen different people that have main evented Dynamite in the last 4 weeks. They're not afraid of throwing something on the wall to see if it sticks.
Yeah.
So I'm ready for it. And I've got Starks taking the title.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Cage will keep it.
I think Cage will keep
it. I think Cage will keep it. I think that's going to be one of those titles like the $1 Million title that you just don't want to keep passing it around. It's going to be somebody's title since it's an unsanctioned title. Yeah. But I mean, I'd be pleasantly surprised if Starks kept it or won it. Robert in the live chat. What's up, Robert? Thank you for joining us. He says, I'm becoming a Powerhouse Hobbs fan. His match against the Hangman really got my attention.
Yep. Hangman needs to stay away from like metal because he's been busted open the last like 3 matches he's had. That match with Powerhouse, he ate that turnbuckle. He ate like the camera that's on top of the turnbuckle and got colored the hard way. Damn. But Powerhouse, he's coming around. And I don't want to not sound like an ass when I say this. He's filling the void that Keith Lee would be filling right now if he were still wrestling. If Keith Lee were around, I'd be like, Powerhouse, I've already seen it. It's been done. But I haven't had Keith on television, and Powerhouse is sticking to what a typical big man would do. Again, not a dig to Keith Lee either. I like that he's limitless. But sometimes having limits is good if you're accentuating those as positives.
Okay.
And he, whatever the stuff that Hobbs is doing might not be a lot, but damn, he's doing it good. And he's coming up with some facials on these promos lately that are like, I'm kind of getting scared of this guy. And that's kind of the vibe you want to get from one of the bigger guys on your roster.
Yeah.
You know, it's fucking Jake Hager, Wardlow, Murderhawk, and then Powerhouse. Those are probably your 4 biggest guys.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So come across as a big guy. And he's
Big Show, if you want to throw Big Show in there.
Then we're throwing in Mark Henry, and then we're just giving up. So, but yeah, Powerhouse, there's a lot of potential in Powerhouse too. Okay. He could probably be 2 of the fucking pillars.
Yeah. We're going to talk about his 3rd pillar.
Hey! Easy, big fella. Easy. This might be premature because they haven't announced all the matches for night 1, but they've been teasing it for a while, so I'm gonna just throw it out here now. We could always revisit it the next episode. Ethan Page against Darby Allin in a coffin match.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a number.
8. If it gets built a little bit more, there's room to bump it up to a 9 or a 10.
I think I'm gonna follow your lead.
Okay.
And that's knowing that I know some of their history. You know, the episode of The Wrestlers where they did the special on Evolve. We know that Darby Allin and fucking Ethan Page killed each other to death.
They're dead.
Yeah, they're both dead.
Yeah.
These are like 3D holograms of what they used to be. You know, Darby's probably going to die again in this new Jackass movie that he signed up for.
Yeah.
So there's history there, but in the world of AEW, it needs a little bit more. So if they pushed it, because Fyter Fest is 2 nights. The first night's in Austin, and then the second night is going to be in Dallas, and we're going to be talking about that when we predict Money in the Bank.
Okay. 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, 2 weeks. And then the week after that in Charlotte is Fight for the Fallen.
Okay.
So it might be pushed to either one of those two. So if it gets pushed to Fight for the Fallen where they have enough time, I would probably mark this down as a damn 10.
Ooh. Okay.
I just the only defense I have for it is name me a bad Darby match. Can you?
No.
Yeah. So it's even if it's with somebody that you might not think can carry it, Darby can carry it for both of them. So that's it for now. That's everything. Okay. Miami, Austin, fucking Philly. And then the next time we come back, we're gonna be previewing possibly SmackDown.
Okay.
Right here in Houston.
Yeah.
Then Money in the Bank in Fort Worth.
Mm-hmm.
And then AEW in Dallas and in Charlotte, depending what the matches are announced.
Yeah.
And depending who else shows up. So we can make fun of them for not showing up today.
Right. So I kind of mentioned at the very beginning of the show on our first part before our computer crapped out on us when we were talking about Adrian that I just kind of mentioned it in passing, but usually the end of the shows where we talk about the local Houston stuff. So I want to throw this out here. Yes, as mentioned previously, your boy myself is now the ring announcer for Upw Undisputed Pro Wrestling. They normally run in Bay Cliff and or Santa Fe. Their next show will be the 17th of this month, 17th of July in Santa Fe.
On a Saturday.
Yes, on a Saturday.
Squeezed in all that WWE in Texas.
Right, yeah. So come on out. What had happened was their ring announcer, Chevy, he got kind of involved with a manager who was a manager of one of the stables there. His name is Johnny Blade. He kind of got involved with Johnny Blade and basically cost Johnny Blade, even though he's a manager, getting eliminated in a battle royal, right? Which nobody expected him to win anyway, because Johnny Blade is old and out of shape and all that, he's just a manager. But Johnny Blade kept blaming Chevy for it, and then was insisting that Chevy would be fired or something. So owner of the company, Bart Harris, said, "You know what? Come the next show, we're going to address the situation, and we need to install a little bit of law and order. We also need a commissioner. So we'll handle all this, housekeeping business." So Chevy opens the show like normal, like a good ring announcer, MC, hype man does. And then out comes Johnny Blade. It's like, "Look, we need to get down to business. I am demanding that you're fired and that you're relieved of your position as ring announcer." Bart Harris comes out. Bart says, "Yeah, you know what? We are going to relieve you of your position of ring announcer, but we also have to fill the position for some law and authority around here for being commissioner. Guess who our new commissioner is? Chevy."
Oh, hell.
So, yes, Chevy Chavarria is now the new commissioner at UPW. That means that they needed a spot for a new ring announcer, and that would be me. So I had a really, really great time. My first time there at UPW ring announcing that event. It was awesome. It was hot, both temperature-wise and the fact that, the crowd was very reactive. So it was really, really awesome, really good environment. They put on a hell of a show, and they have some great wrestlers out there. So our next one's going to be the 17th. Now, that's awesome and a little unfortunate because the other promotion that you guys may know me from, which is DZW, just so happens to be running on the same night, also July the 17th. That kind of, sucks that there's a conflict there of scheduling. It appears as though I'm going to be ring announcing for UPW and not DCW this weekend, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't go. DCW has found a new home, at least for the summer, where they have air conditioning. Where at
the church,
the church, the Katy Boxing Club did not have air conditioning.
So they kicked you out of the church, eh?
Well,
I could have told you that. Why do you think I never went?
I didn't get kicked out of the church, but yeah,
the donations weren't cutting it then.
Yeah. But hopefully the next month after that, we won't have that conflict of times. I'll be able to be both and be at both and take my spot back again there at DZW. So, of course, card subject to change. Right now, it looks like we're going more towards UPW that I'll be there, but it really just depends on all the scheduling stuff between the two companies, which are friendly with each other. UPW and DZW are friendly with each other, so it's fine. They'll figure it out, but most likely I'll be over there.
If I were to put you on the spot.
Oh, shit. I don't like where this is going already.
We're going to end it on a high.
Yes.
If we're doing this.
Do that Brother Love cosplay. Robert does that.
If we're doing this for Adrian. Mm-hmm. What are the odds that the two of us and anybody that wants to tag along that was former PWA family go to an ROW show?
Oh.
You would think there would be some kind of tribute for him in this next ROW
You would
show.
think, yeah, that would probably be a good idea. I would hope that they would want to do that, at least mention it.
I obviously don't know this guy enough to warrant an invitation or entryway to this guy's funeral.
Oh, of course. Yeah, of course not.
But if that's a thing that were to happen at ROW,
yes.
What are the odds if we get a date for the next ROW show that we go?
You know what? Yeah, I'd be down. It's been a while since I've been out to ROW. The last time they had a show, it was just a couple of weekends ago. They actually had a wrestling show at the stadium where the Skeeters play.
Yeah, it was a post-game matches.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a complete show, but it might have just been an exhibition of a couple of matches.
Yeah, probably a couple of matches because it was after the baseball game had wrapped up, right? Yeah. But they had a fucking wrestling match, at least one match at a baseball stadium that was, fairly I don't want to say sold out, but there was a lot of people there because it's minor league baseball, so it's never like, oh my god, completely sold out, but there's always a decent crowd there, so the pictures looked great.
And by now, with the COVID restrictions being uplifted, you would think they're not going to have any more shows in the parking lot surrounded by everybody's cars honking and everything. You would think by now they'd start having taping episodes inside in the studio.
I think, and if Portia's in the live chat, which I don't think she is because she never responded to the 3-hour thing, but if she is in the live chat, I think that they're doing another all-women's wrestling show in the near future too, but I could,
that Diamond show.
Yeah, I could be wrong. That may have already passed.
We missed Hyun's debut in AEW Dark. That happened on Tuesday.
Oh, that's right.
That happened
Tuesday. She died, didn't she?
I don't know. Gracie Garcia, is she a ROW alum? Does that name sound familiar?
Kind of familiar. I don't know.
Because she wrestled in Ring of Honor.
Are you talking about Alex Garcia?
I think so, yeah.
Alex Garcia was ROW, I believe.
I think she wrestled in for ROW for Ring of Honor.
Okay.
For Women's Wednesday.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Damn, I need to go back and watch. See, I know what you mean. The buffet line.
Yeah. Yep. There's just too much shit.
There's a lot.
Buffet.
Yeah. And we're going to be talking about more of it in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. All right. Until then, guys, thank you for joining us in the live chat. Adios, my friends. Keep it classy.
And I hope Adrian liked that one.
I hope so.
I told you, man, we have better episodes coming up. I can edit that stuff.
Yeah, man, we're good.